concern raised by the ward councillor. She says that actually when they go to council, they expect action to be taken, but it seems like there's not much that's happening. So that's what we've understand so far that has been going on in this area.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do not know if you've seen what has been happening since yesterday in places like Westbury, where we've actually came to see police going to shoot. These people are shooting with rubber bullets. There's some old people of 82 years old. There's people just protesting. And the people are even complaining, saying that the neighboring places where the black majority is, why is it that there's nobody shooting at the people, but when it comes here that they're shooting at these people? And even complaining, the one lady said that they're shooting at animals today. So ladies and gentlemen, I do not know how do you guys feel about this, but this is very, 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 very painful, especially residents not having water for weeks, while others on just nearby have water. That signifies a great deal of inequality. Some people maybe are more protected, are more privileged than the others. Maybe something we really need to look at. And I'm going to actually play to you some other videos so that highlights you see and hear from the residents how they have been unhappy, so that you hear it straight from the horse's mouth, mostly when it's ripe and they're angry, because this is exactly what this channel is about, the roar of the people from the ground.
Councillor, sorry to interject. Could you please talk to us just a bit? I mean, how do you feel now about this situation right now?
I am angry, I am frustrated, and I'm not going to speak to the media anymore.
Why?
Guys, the media is just shooting what they want to shoot. Guys, please, our residents need water. That's what they need, and they need the cops to stop shooting at them. That's all.
And when you at council there,
to speak to the media, guys.
Well, when you at councillor, what is it that you have for the people?
No comment, please, guys. Respect my wishes. I spoke to you guys already.
As you can hear, that's that, and she's trying to.
Please.
It seems very, very chaotic right now. As we tried our best to can get the side of the councillor.
Tell me, could you blame the councillor? Could you blame the councillor? Where was SABC, Newsroom, and all these platforms a few weeks ago when all of this was not happening? Before the people have actually escalated. When there was no water, why were they not calling the MECs, the mayor, and everybody? But they were busy focusing on some Ngoyi road that was taking forever to happen. Look at the councillor, deep in it. She can't push and stop the police, but she's begging them to stop shooting at her people. Why are you shooting at the residents? Why are you shooting at the residents? Why are you shooting at the residents? There's an old man there. You can see that's an old man in the yellow shirt. Why are you shooting at the residents? They do not have guns. Why are you shooting at them? Who come?
To come shoot us for water. We don't have water for over 3 weeks here. But when our brothers are laying dead in the street, they nowhere to be found. Yeah, they're shooting us. It's peaceful. They're shooting us for nothing. What's happening, guys? We need our community to stand together. This is not right. Tear gas. We're standing peacefully with no weapons, no bricks. They're throwing tear gas here right now. It's not okay. It's not okay.
So throwing stones and bottles at the police officers.
They are, because they are shooting at us first. We put our bricks down at a point, and then they started shooting at us because they found the opportunity that the bricks are down. Now, what can we do? They are so fast to come with for water that we're fighting for 3 weeks. But if our brothers get shot, he lays for over 5 hours in the street. For over 5 hours in the street, but they shoot us for water, but they can't go to the proper gangsters. This is not right what we're going through here. That's
Jaden.
Coronationville and Westbury.
Jaden.
Resident of Coronationville.
Jaden, just tell us about your situation. How has it been in the past 3 weeks?
It hasn't been good. It hasn't been good. My auntie's business has been on a slow because of the water. We haven't been bathing. Everything is not going as planned. People are not going, our children is not going to school, work. The solar geysers that we're supposed to have current water in, the solar geysers don't have water because why? There's no running water from the taps. So we need water. It's hard for us. It's hard. It's very hard for us. Our community, we're trying to stand together peacefully, and they're doing this. Police at this moment, our current police 2025, they are nothing but cowards. Straight, nothing but cowards.
Give us a sense of your crisis at this point, and of course, what do you want now that you've blockaded roads and you've been protesting since Monday?
Good afternoon to all the viewers. My name is Karabo Mguni from the community of Ivory Park in Midrand. So basically from Monday evening, the community started to block the roads, burn tires and so forth because we have been having a constant issue with water supply. It's been going on for months, and what used to happen is that Joburg Water would give us notices that they would cut water maybe on Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. It has gotten out of hand that our water has been taken every single day without any notification from Joburg Water.
And how's this affecting you as residents, perhaps?
It's affecting us a lot because, number one, like when you take instance for school children, every single day our school children need to leave school they leave home to go to school, but by 10 o'clock in the morning already the school sends them back home, and the kids are not getting the education that they deserve, number one. Number two, we've got pensioners, 80-year-olds, 85-year-olds that need to wake up around 12 midnight, 1 a.m. to fetch water somewhere so that they can survive during the day. It has resulted in some other children even getting sick, infections, bacteria at schools and everything. And the community is just frustrated with the ongoing thing. Even now, as I'm talking to you now, we don't have water.
Okay, thank you so much. I just want to also bring in the ward councillor of this area, because residents have been saying that they tried to also speak to her so that they can deal with this challenge. Ward councillor, thank you so much. Let's talk about this issue here. Residents said they've knocked at your door, they've tried to get assistance from you. What can you do right now? You have an angry community that's merely demanding an uninterrupted water supply.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Supe, responsible from Ward 111, Ebony Park, Galfontein, Umkhele. Yes, yesterday a community vele meqala beyinami. So up until today ngisesene community. It demand a community E1 icela amanzi emathepini wabo. And as a ward councillor, I try to communicate ne Johannesburg Water, the MMC and the office of the premier. I started to communicate the office of the mayor. So the same community but give me no councillor asisafuni umayor sifuna I premier uqobo lwakhe upanyaza lusufu. I communicated ne office ka premier. I office ka premier babonisa ukuthi premier panyaza lusufi akekho khona nje around. So I community ngabuyisela umlayezo kubo ngibatshela ukuthi upremier akekho. Kodwa ke babonisa ukuthi makuze omunye oyilunga le office la ka premier. Omunye office ka premier makumele eze I community futhi yachinja yathi no asisamfuna upremier.
But councillor, community yasho ukuthi bona bafuna amanzi. Yes, of course they want upremier so ba addressa, they want this, but the gist of it ukuthi bafuna amanzi. Bangawathola amanzi in their taps as they want.
Yingako ngithi kuwe as okwamanje iJohannesburg Water mesikhuluma nayo. iJohannesburg ibonisa ukuthi it's a program yeGauteng, akusike eBony Park kuphela. Kodwa as a ward councillor ngingeke ngiphendulele iJohannesburg Water ngithi yebo amanzi bazowathola manje. Kodwa la sime khona manje in few hours simele uMMC we-infrastructure uJackson Kwayela ne-management yeJohannesburg Water. Ngithembisa i-community ukuthi bona mebafika yibo abazokhona ukuthi baphendule i-community bakhona ukuyitshela ukuthi ngubani isikhathi amanzi azabakhona bakhona ukubafa konke ngamanzi.
Councillor, thank you so much.
Number one, is that not you, but some pops is disrupting a peaceful protest. They shot at our people. This morning, one lady said, "We are shooting animals today." One of Pop's policemen said, "We are shooting animals today." We are not animals. Another thing is, if we don't block these roads, we will not get the results that we want from the government. Because they are telling, their people are screaming at the government and saying, "We want to go to work. That roads must be open." So these guys are coming and saying, where in the Constitution does it say you can't close roads? Why are they closing roads in Tembisa and there's not one policeman blocking there? Why are they in other places they are also protesting now? There's no policeman blocking them from barricading the roads. Here they want to open the barricades for what? What are we then? So the black people protesting there for what it's their right. It's not our right. This government must wake up. I will turn this country into a two-party state with everybody that's political leaders must join hands and make a two-party state and take this ANC government out. We are tired. I mean, really, these people are coming here. They are allowing them to ride through here. So where's the protest going to be? Is there a protest here now? There's no protest. The people are moving freely. Our people are not hurt. But what is angering me is the policewoman that said, "We will shoot animals here today."
Okay, thank you. Your thoughts on this?
Thank you so much for the opportunity. No, we acknowledge and profusely apologize for this unfortunate turn of events. These are matters that we are grappling with almost on a daily basis. The reality is that our people are unemployed. And if they are unemployed, it does not mean we must deny them water, must deny them electricity, must deny them access to sewer. It means must have a balance of ensuring that those that are not capable to pay for services continue to have services. But unfortunately, the numbers are increasing. And there are many people that are coming to our province. Our infrastructure is aging. Municipalities are finding it very difficult to rebuild new infrastructure. The demon of corruption as well cannot be ruled out, where there are people that continue to connect illegally, continue to have corrupt practices of removing money from those that are willing to pay. So it's a combination of these things, but I can assure you the matter of water has been brought to our attention. The executive mayor has brought some immediate suggestions that he wants us to attend to bring all the water suppliers, especially Rand Water. Yesterday we had an emergency discussions with the Minister of Water, meeting all our mayors as well as the MECs responsible for this function, so that we can resolve and attend to this matter. But I want to assure those communities that are on the streets, those that are raising matters, your voice has been heard. We are working extremely hard to ensure that we reconnect water to them. It's an aging infrastructure, but also it's vandalism and those that think that they can connect illegally. Unfortunately, the anger is directed to us, not to those that are destroying our infrastructure, and not those that they have made it their habit to connect illegally or vandalize our infrastructure. But we hear them, we embrace them, and that's the reason why we are also on the international platform, because this international platform is also grappling with those issues. The demands are high, the budgets are going down. How do we do that? So we want to learn from international practice, because there are countries that have gone through the same pain, same difficulty. So they will share ideas with us, but also have invited experts who are also giving us possible solution on how to increase the revenue base of municipalities and how to arrest the number of high people that are unemployed who need to access these particular services. So we are working on those issues and we are attending to them. And once more, we extend our apologies unconditionally so to these communities. They don't have to be in the street for us to listen to them. We've been working on these matters. It's just that we've been overtaken by the activities that are engaged in. We've been working behind the scene. As I said, we're with the Minister of Water as early as last night so that we attend to these issues.
Premier, some of the finances, and as you've mentioned, unemployment is a huge problem which has somewhat eroded the funding and the revenue base for municipalities. Now, what can you do and what sort of financial revenue can you assist municipalities with in order to address this issue of aging infrastructure?
That is why we're arguing very strongly for the review of funding model for local authorities by national and central governments. It's a debate that is there. That is why we are of the strong view that there must be some form of regulation and control. Me and you can afford to pay electricity. We no longer take electricity for the main grid. We have put our own solar system. That affects municipalities. So it's not only the poor only, even the rich are deserting municipalities, and municipalities therefore are left to fend on their own, which is extremely difficult. So we have to create jobs, we have to grow the economy, we have to create opportunities. That's the only way, because if we don't do that, the situation that you see in the west of our city or in Ebony Park, they'll continue to be on our screens because these are realities that confront our people. People want, when they open the tap, there must be water. Whether they're employed or unemployed, they want water. Whereas we have to confront people that are vandalizing our system, destroying our system, and most unfortunate, openly stealing water illegally and creating problems for municipalities.
Mayor, you can give us a more technical response as to what exactly is happening right now. We did speak briefly before going on air, and you mentioned that this was as a result of water throttling. Please explain what this means for our residents.
Now, let me just indicate that at the Ekenhof pump station, there's some technical problems that we had experienced a few days ago, so the system has to recover. It will take time for it to recover, and it forces us to do throttling to allow the system to recover. And that is what we're experiencing in the north, in the Ivory Park area, and this side in the western area, and of course in Rivali and those areas, because those ones are supplied through the commando system, which supplies a much bigger area in Johannesburg, and that is why we're affected. So I want to apologize to communities this side that we're doing everything we can to get the system to recover. Once it reaches a certain percentage, we'll be able to provide water, and there will be no need for us to do throttling moving forward. So we are requesting for a bit of patience, and we know that they are really affected. In the north, there are two issues there. It's an electricity issue that communities are protesting on, and it's also the water throttling. Not that there's no supply, it's the throttling. So we need to allow the systems in the north to recover, and we'll then be able to provide them with proper water. Electricity, as you know, there are challenges. Some of the informal settlements there have not been electrified. It's a money issue, it's a budget issue that we must continue to raise money. And the other area, they don't have electricity because the transformers have burned down, and we are trying our level best to replace those transformers. But a message must also be sent to communities that continuous illegal connection into electricity infrastructure will lead to transformers being overloaded, and once your transformers are overloaded, they will actually explode, they will burn out, and they have to be replaced, which is a cost also to government. So we're calling on communities, especially in Ivory Park, in Ebony Park and all those areas, not to engage in illegal connection of electricity, because it will affect the transformers. But City Power is working around the clock to procure and get the transformers reinstalled in the area. So there's work that's been done with those, and we're asking them not to even vandalize the infrastructure during the protest peacefully, and we are responding to your issues.
And how long? Can you give them time frames perhaps?
Well, I don't have time frames in terms of, because the system has to recover on its own. I know that City Power is busy with procurement. They will give me a report probably by later today to indicate at what point will the transformers be installed.
And the throttling?
As I said, as the system recovers, we'll be able to suspend throttling.
You know, in short, I've been hearing a whole lot of throttling. I tend to just lose focus with this throttling that I've been hearing. In short, what they're saying is that they do not have solutions, that they cannot act positively, quickly, in time to actually give the people what they want. What I'm actually hearing is that they do not show that they care enough. They've actually waited for the people to boil up. Up until they actually then begin to actually answer. They don't even go there. They have to be fetched at places like G20. To be questioned. And say, you see the residents down there fighting, complaining, the tension. Then they answer those questions there. You don't see them coming to the streets. You don't see them, but they're quick to send police. But they're not quick to send police in other places. And this needs to be taken into consideration. This really needs to be taken into consideration. Because this won't go easy. This won't be taken easy by the Mensa. Why are you doing this? Why is it that you're not taking the people seriously? Why are the people having to fight? Why are the people having to fight and burn tires and block streets just for them to get water? Their basic human right. Their basic human right. And you send police to shoot rubber bullets at them. Is this the society that we want to live in right now? Is this the society that we want to live in, where we have to beg for water? And a lot of time this happens in the very poor areas and the colored areas. That needs to be addressed. Salute. Please do like, share, subscribe.
Sure, I would do honestly.